And as promised, we're back with our film critic, Jim Hunter, and we're looking back at 2023. Give me a summary of the year, in your opinion, about the movies that were made available to us.
It was a pretty strong year for films.
Really?
It's been terrible at the box office. There are a lot of ups and downs at the box office. If you take out Taylor Swift and Barbenheimer, it's a very low box office year. But aside from that, in terms of the film's quality, we're still getting quite a bit of a divide in the popular films versus the artistic films. And I thought the artistic films were quite good, and some of the popular films worked really well. Mission Impossible, Barbenheimer, as I mentioned. Barbie made my top 5, as we talked about in the previous segment. So it's been a kind of up and down year as it relates to the box office. I think Barbenheimer was the high notes and the strikes were the low notes.
All right, well, let's talk about your favorites for the year.
So number 3 is Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. This is a film that came out at the beginning of the year. It hasn't gotten much of an awards push, and I really wish it would, because this is a perfect coming-of-age film. Abby Ryder-Fortson plays young Margaret as she is growing up, and this is, of course, based upon the Judy Blume.
Yes,
and
the wonderful books of Judy Blume.
And Rachel McAdams plays her mother. It's a brilliant coming-of-age film that really, really worked for me, and I wish that more people were remembering it as we are getting into award season.
That's very interesting. So next?
Next is, of course, the second half of Barbenheimer. It is Oppenheimer, directed by Christopher Nolan and starring a great performance by Cillian Murphy, probably the favorite to win Best Actor, at least on my ballot. Oppenheimer tells the story of the creation of the first nuclear weapon during World War II. It is, of course, Nolan playing with time, so you get 3 different stories interweaved together. It is an epic film about legacy and death and responsibility and the powers of science, as well as it's got this great special effects and great production design. Oppenheimer was the highlight of the summer, along with Barbie, and it is, of course, number 2 on my list.
All right, next.
Number 1 is Poor Things. I did a review for this earlier today. This is directed by Yorgos Lanthimos. It stars Emma Stone giving one of the best performances of the year, probably the Best Actress winner, if not on everybody else's ballot, certainly on mine. This is a coming-of-age story for the first half of the film, and so it introduces Bella Baxter, a character in which a Frankenstein type thing happens. She's, of course, introduced to the world, and she comes to discover both sexuality and patriarchy, and then that first half of the film is then transformed by the second half of the film in which she tries to make the world better. It's a movie that I think is going to be divisive. There are not many people who are going to be on Lanthimos' wavelength, but I certainly was for the first time in his film career. All of his other films didn't really work for me, but this one certainly did. Great production design, great costume design, great acting, great directing. That's why it's my number 1 film of the year.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say you think it was pretty good.
I certainly I gave it 4.5 stars.